Oh,
Carl and Brendan here from Brrraaains A Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for sure. Ignore the look. It is Christmas time. We are in the midst of Christmas reactions and other videos, but we're taking a little detour because on December 16th of this year, Trendkill are going to release a new single, the latest track from this excellent band. And yeah, we're going to check this shit out because we have loved pretty much everything Trendkill have done to date. They're an immense band, so it's called A Broken View.
yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing it, to be honest. Everything, like you said, from Trendkill so far, it's been awesome. I still listen to Blinded by Fate like so regularly, it's unreal.
That was it, wasn't it, man?
That was the most recent one we've listened to, the one that we reacted to earlier on in the year. It's in my best of this year playlist. It gets played a lot, never gets skipped. Banger.
Never gets
so yeah,
and that was already quite a while ago, so it speaks volumes about the quality of that track and of the band. In fact, I think we got 3 reaction videos to 3 different songs on our YouTube channel. It's been a 4th and a nice way to round out 2022. It is A Broken View. We are gonna check it out now. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1, go.
Love it.
Are you ready? I love how Vic can clear that basis.
Oh, got a lot of fire to it, man.
I love it. It's almost I want to be like, oh, you know what? That's just a simple. You almost want to say that's a simple, heavy, thrashy groove metal with some clear influences dotted throughout. But that does not do that justice because there's so much more going on. Like there's, for starters, I want to talk about immediately the clarity in everything. You can hear fucking everything. You can hear every single note. You can hear every single bass line. The drumming is so fucking good. I mean, we talk about infectious headbangers and use that term a fair bit, but when you get that like how it feels like, how can you not immediately start going to that fucking beat? Is incredible. And getting to see in the video as well, seeing the drummer working over those drums with the energy and the passion that needs it to come across that meaty and that heavy, really, really, really fucking was really, really like it mattered to me. Really paid attention to it because of that. And you're hearing all these guitar squeals and scrapes alongside the main riffs and stuff like that. You're just picking up and going, oh, that's in there and that's interesting. Well, it's following this sort of rhythmic pattern as well. And then you go, of course, the vocals. My God, that bloke is immense as a vocalist. The range, it's the range. It's the difference between, oh, here's one style, but here's something a little bit more growling, a little more interesting, but also here's me singing a little clean, but not so clean that it's going into metalcore poppy territories. It's still got a kind of, you know what, that song, if you'd asked me to do comparisons, e.g., well, I might put that kind of groove metal next to, that was probably the most Pantera-like I think they've sounded. Do you kind of get that?
Yeah, I said it after Blinded by Fate, actually, that,
Of course.
I mean, I don't know this, like, but I assume that they're influenced by Pantera. Yeah, they're called Trendkill. I mean,
so, right?
But I guess like Trendkill could also be a non-Pantera thing, just like Killing the Trend. You know what I mean? So, but like I definitely get that, but I don't get it like as in I feel like they're copying or in that sort of way, right? What the Pantera kind of influence, I think is it's the best of Pantera. Like so, Pantera at their fucking peak. Yeah, so which for me is the great Southern Trendkill. So this is like four guys at their optimum. Do you know what I mean? Like a drummer absolutely killing it, a guitarist, a bassist, and a vocalist in full force and full power. And that's what I get from like Trendkill. I feel like they're really special, right? I really do. Like I think like everything that you said, like instruments are amazing. Everything sounds crystal clear. The vocal power, the depth, the range is phenomenal. But also the songs are like, that's the thing. The songs are exciting and they flow really well. Like you don't get moments in it where you kind of glance at the time or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? Like you're just like, yeah, this is fucking banging like from the off.
And because we're kind of used to them as well, getting a bit better to know them and stuff like that, it's an expectation where I'm like, okay, we're at minute 3, we've got a minute and a half to go. What's coming next? What's it going to be? We're going to get a solo, we're going to get a shift in tempo, we're going to do something here, we're going to go wild. Like you know something good is coming. It's almost a desire, an expectation, a belief that this is what they're going to do here. Here we get a banging solo that's uniquely structured as well. I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah, so did I. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. I really do. I mean, everything, it's mad. Like, I don't even feel like I know like fuck all about Trendkill. That's the thing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like you said, like every song that we've listened to, we've enjoyed immensely. And actually, I would go as far as saying that it's like it's like an upward curve, right? It's not even like, oh, they're all great. Like, do you know what I mean? I think every song I hear, I'm like, I like them more. It's better. It's better. It's better. You know, but I still feel like I know fuck all about them. I feel like I'm listening to a band that are like huge, and you know what I mean. Like I like they've been around forever, and they've got loads of albums out, and because they sound like they're at like such a high level already. Like, do you know what I mean? They sound like they're up there. I thought, you know, like video is what it is. Like they're what it looks great. It's well shot. The fire stuff's kind of cool and all that, you know. But it is what it is. Like there's no like it's the band like in a room. Like
it's one of those, like here's a warehouse and we've got some room. Let's do this.
I always feel sorry for like vocalists in videos. Like, and I know this is probably a stupid thing to say. I'm not a vocalist. I am in a car. You should see me go. Oh my God, I can sing in the car. But outside of the car, I am not a vocalist. But I always feel sorry for him, like, because like, what you got to do shit with your hands, man. You ain't got the mic. Like, do you know what I mean? So like the guitarist and the bassist and the drummer, their hands are all busy, but like when you're the singer, you kind of just got to be like, oh, I got to do stuff with my hands.
Oh,
You know, keep yourself busy.
oh yeah. Years and years of interviewing taught me, another thing that kind of taught me through that was to be very gestury, be very this, that, whatever.
Yeah.
So like watching with Trendkill as well, and it's a bit, it's all that sort of stuff, but it works and it kind of feels like, because like, you watch them thinking back to the video and it's like, reaching out and grabbing, maybe when the vocals are coming in and he's pulling back and stuff like that, maybe it's as much help to that. But you are right in the sense that for the amount of reactions we've done, this isn't a band even I can say I know loads about, because ultimately they are in the underground scene in the UK, but they're also up north. So we're not crossing like paths of them in regards to like being around, like getting to see them locally. We're in London, and obviously the expenses and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, like, I think you said it at the end of the Blinded by Fate video reaction that we did earlier in the year. And like this just like adds more wealth to it. Like it's becoming an absolute bucket list band, like a must see band.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I mean, I think I'd love to see them live. I mean, I think they'd be really good. Like proper like heavy metal show. A little bit, I'm like, I go all like imaginative with this shit now, man. Like in my head, my mind's like playing like little stories out of me, and I'm like, is this the reincarnation of the best of Pantera? Forget about that other one doing the round at the moment. Forget that bullshit. Is this the reincarnation, right? So 20 years ago, or whatever it was, 25 years ago, Pantera released the Great Southern Trendkill in reaction to manufactured pop and nu metal and everything like that. You fast forward 20 odd years later, here come Trendkill to put to death metalcore and everything like that. But they're probably not the reincarnation. I'm sure that I the thing is, I know like what I'm saying, a lot of that's all tongue in cheek, because I guess what every band wants to be is they're themselves, right? They're their own individuals, and I don't think they sound like a copy of Pantera at all. But I do get influences of that big sort of groove metal sound, and I love it. I think they've got a lot of great things going for them. I do think the vocals stand out. I think everything's great, and that's the good thing about it. But I think that the problem, not for these, but I think the problem with that is that like so the vocals in like 100,000 other bands are also great, and the drummers are and the guitarists are. So having 4 peak musicians is one thing, but being able to then get them together, write a song that can kind of capture your imagination almost from like the first sort of drum beat or like riff or whatever that comes out, and then hold it for the whole 4.5, nearly 5 minutes. Like that's the bit that like makes you stand above the crowd. The underground is packed with fucking talent, man, and 99% of that talent ain't ever going to make it anywhere, unfortunately. And that's not what we want, but that is just a shitty reality. It's really like taking that talent and then being able to deliver like absolute bangers, and that's what I get from these guys. I'm like, everything I've heard from them is gold. Love it.
Whatever you can do, folks, to try and make Trendkill a bigger thing than they currently are. If you can get to Stockton on Tees on December 22nd, their last gig of the year, very metal Christmas support from Ashes of Insurrection, The Crackle Wakes, Dead River Kings, and Mortal Chains. And they're gearing up to release their first EP in 2023. So presumably we'll get the songs that we've been hearing recently as well, potentially on that EP. So it'll be a nice little thing. So 2023, hopefully big things in store. It would be cool. Bloodstock, come on, man.
Yeah.
Book them, get them back on. I know they did Metal to the Masters and played at Bloodstock on that. Right. But times have changed. Get them down there. There's lots of other bands being booked. Anthrax pulled out. There's Trendkill slot. Celtic Frost can play lower. Not Celtic Frost. Sorry, it is Celtic Frost, but it's Triptychon doing Celtic Frost stuff. But But
everyone was bitching and moaning like they all wanted Pantera. Well, we can't give you Pantera, but we can give you Trendkill. That's what we could do.
There we go. It's not too long to wait. It's December 16th. Well, actually, it's out on December 16th. This video will actually come out after the fact because, of course, we wouldn't put it up beforehand because that would obviously be then spoiling their video. So we can't do that. Well, this will probably be up like December 17th. So by the time you're watching this, you should have seen the video already. If you're a fan of Trendkill, this is what we think. We love it. We love this band. Really are something special. Join us. Let us know what you think in the comments.
Join us.
Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?